We all make mistakes in life, and I suppose we've had people that have made mistakes and then they end up coming back and we support them again. And I love being able to do that. But that's about actually, I could be that same person that makes those same mistakes. And it's not my place to judge that person for how they've made those mistakes. We've all made mistakes. It's just how far we kind of work towards changing those mistakes.
Angie's brilliant. She's, you know, very to the point, you know, where boundaries are. And so it's a really nice place to be able to change and get what I need out of life. Very caring and compassionate, generous with her time, and extremely on the ball, like doesn't miss a trick. Everything is, she's very fair and listens to both points of view. She's a very kind and generous person, and I'm very sure of where the boundaries are.
I'm very honest. It's probably the worst thing that I have is that I'm honest, but I'm also honest in the sense that if I say you're a really nice guy, I mean it. I don't say it just to be your friend. It's about being honest with people on every level. When she needs to be, she's very stern and tells you exactly what she wants and normally gets good results. And then if you're feeling a bit down or you need a bit of sympathy or just somebody loving, really, she's like that also. So very caring but stern when she needs to be.
You don't do this to make money, do you?
No. It helps. I mean, it pays the mortgage just. We are, to be honest, we make money, but we just put it back in. And that's what it's all about. But it's not a job, it's a life.
Angie's probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. I lived on the streets from the age of 15, came out of care, went on the streets at the age of 15, and this was the first lady, first person that's ever really gave me a chance.
You just warm to them, and when you actually, Richard's quite a talker, Lynn's very quiet, and when you actually get chatting to Richard and you hear the history of their caring from foster care all the way up, then you actually find out that you begin to realise that although Richard talks a lot, Lynn's the driving force behind the two, and I think that was quite endearing, and he always sort of makes sure that she's involved in, you know, when you say, "No, that's really nice what you've done," he always says, "Oh, Lynn, that was Lynn that did that," and I think that's really nice.
We've had several that have been for 5-10 years, and we have one young lady that's been with us for 28 years now and is still with the family, although, you know, I've stopped doing the care myself. My son has now taken on the care.
So not only have they decided to retire, but they've given their house now to their son and daughter-in-law so that Jancy still has that home she's got, and that just goes beyond what a lot of us would do, really. And his son is now an adult placement carer, and listening to Lee through the assessment process, a lot of the stuff that he's talking has obviously come from his mum and dad. So they've you know, enabled their son to carry on the job for them, if you like, which is nice.
I mean, it's Lynn's dream. It was Lynn's dream. It's what she wanted to do. I've always said that Lynn makes the bullets and I fire them. I'm the workhorse and sometimes the motor, but she keeps it finely tuned and makes sure everything fits in. And that goes with the rest of the family because it's had to be a family thing as well. So we've got 3 children of our own and the extended foster children. At some points we've had 6 children living under one roof, or 3 adults and 3 children, or 3 teenagers, 3 adults. She's had to keep a very fine tune. Lynn's the captain.
Richard has the ability to bring the best out of people and the confidence. You see him with shy staff that were doing their MVQ2 or something, and he's just an endearing person. I've been working for social services now for 17 years, and they're the only couple I've ever thought about to nominate.
She's helped me so much and she's just been absolutely brilliant. She is enthusiastic about everything and she just has got this ability to motivate people. And it's not, she doesn't tell you to do things, she just puts the idea in your head and then you think, oh, yeah, I can really do that. You never think that she's telling you things because it just comes about in a conversation.
I'm an empowering manager. I believe you get the best out of people when you empower them.
you give them opportunities to develop, look at their training and development needs. And that's care assistants as well as senior staff. The best of the senior staff that I've got working for me in Somerset were care assistants that we've developed and trained. And they're very passionate. I think if they've started as carers and worked their way up, they become very passionate people. I think everyone sees me very clearly because they know that I understand what it's like to be a care assistant. I've been a care assistant, you know, I've been a full-time home care assistant. And I think that people have a lot of respect for me because they know that I fully understand what it's like to be out there doing it. So if they've got a problem with a service user or a problem with anything out there in the community, they know I've got the answers because the likelihood is I've been there and experienced the same thing.
When I first met Lynn, she was like a breath of fresh air. She wanted to learn, she wanted to just get on and do things straight away, come up with better ideas and easier ways to do things, better for the service user. And she's always been the same.
There's nothing that she doesn't know about domiciliary care.
Things around the house, you know,